Hi guys, this is my very first OC challenge. For this OC challenge you will need a dice. Well, let's get started. You can choose skin tone and gender tilde. If you rolled either a 1 or 2 then your OC will have short hair. If you rolled either 3 or 4 then your OC will have mid-length hair. And finally, if you rolled either 5 or 6, your OC will have long hair. If you rolled a number that was 3 or less, your OC will have unnatural hair. If you rolled a number 4 or more, then your OC will have any natural colored hair. I rolled 5. You can pick the eye shape of your OC. If you land on 3 or less, your OC will have unnatural eyes. If you land on 4 or more, your OC will have natural eyes. I landed on 1. Roll your dice again for the outfit. Okay, if you landed on 1, then you need to make an emo style. If you landed on 2, then you need to make an all-black style. If you landed on 3, then you need to make a softy style. If you landed on 4, then you need to make a childish style, kidcore. If you landed on 5, then you need to make a cottagecore style. If you landed on 6, then you need to make a swimsuit style. I landed on 3. Now for the species. If you landed on 1, then you need to make your OC like a cat. For example, just add a cat nose, cat ears and a cat tail. If you landed on 2, then your OC will be a doggy. If you landed on 3, then your OC will be any type of angel. If you landed on 4, then your OC will be any type of demon or devil. If you landed on 5, then your OC will be any type of fairy. If you landed on 6, then your OC will be a human. I landed on 4. Now it's time for the head accessories. If you landed on 1, then your OC will have a flower headpiece. If you landed on 2, then your OC will have a bandage like CC Evan Afton. If you landed on 3, then your OC will have a mask like the Funtimers or Tormentors. If you landed on 4, then you will add any colored bow. If you landed on 5, add some cute headphones. If you landed on 6, you don't need a head accessory, but you can also add one of your choice. I landed on 2. Now for the face accessory. If you landed on 1, add blood. If you landed on 2, add tears. If you landed on 3, add a death mark. If you landed on 4, add a bandage. If you landed on 5, add a mask. If you landed on 6, add cookie crumbs or freckles. I landed on 1. Now let's generate their age. If you landed on 1, then your OC will be 0 to 3 years old. If you landed on 2, then your OC will be 4 to 7 years old. If you landed on 3, then your OC will be 8 to 10 years old. If you landed on 4, then your OC will be 11 to 15 years old. If you landed on 5, then your OC will be 16 to 20 years old. If you landed on 6, then your OC will be 20 plus. I landed on 2. Lastly, the personality. If you landed on 1, your OC will be shy and smart. If you landed on 2, then your OC will be overprotective and helpful. If you landed on 3, then your OC will be cheerful but a crybaby. If you landed on 4, then your OC will be caring and kind. If you landed on 5, then your OC will be bratty and rude. If you landed on 6, then your OC will be energetic and joyful. I landed on 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this OC challenge. This is Madeline. She is 6 years old. She is very kind and caring. Would you like to meet her if she was real? Type in the comments below.